again, folks, I'm Everegg, and welcome back to Salvo. When last we left our intrepid task force, we had just bombarded Okinawa and had a lot of luck with our satellites. So, first things first, with our anti-satellite attack. So first things first, let's go to the special actions and disrupt the Korean bot site. So now the Koreans are relatively defenseless. So let's attack them with some of our shit, or rockets. So the Korean targets are Osan and Kunsan. So let's attack Osan, the Osan runway, with 3 of these, 3 of these, 3 of these, 2 of these, and 1 of these. And let's go to the runway grade taxiway. Now this is actually pretty risky, since taxiways don't give points, but I'm going to want to shut down those air bases, and there's a chance we might not get enough missiles through the South Korean air defenses. So, but there's nothing for it. I want to shut down the taxiways. So let's go to Kunsan and allocate 3 of each missile to the runway. Three of these, 2 of these, and 1 of these. And let's go to the taxiway and allocate the rest of our bullets to it. And move on forward. This is expenditures. They've already expended 51 of their S3s. Of course, they haven't expended any guns, but whatever. This is gonna take a while. See, anti-ballistic missile engagements in this game, at least in its current state, take up a lot of processing power, so you're going to need to give it time to do its calculations every second by pausing and unpausing. Like pausing for a while and then unpausing after a while, and then unpausing. Now, if you watched my previous video, you'll note that I launched an attack on all the Hardened aircraft shelters at Neha and Kadena. So let's actually take a look at that. And it seems that none of the Hardened aircraft shelters at Neha survived. What about Kadena? Oof. Looks like all of them survived. So if I were playing the bonus round, which I'm not, I'd actually launch a cruise missile attack at Kadena and set them to route out to hit them from the east, which is where the Patriots are not pointed at, and I can rack up a whole lot of points that way. But I'm not going to do that. Okay, so the ballistic missiles are about to impact. And Patriots are stepping in to defend them. As well as SM3s. Okay. Okay, we've taken out the runway at Kunsan. It looks like we've taken out the taxiway as well. Okay, so these guys are headed towards Busan. And it looks like we've cleared the runway. Okay, so now we launch our attack on Japan. Let's first look at Reagan again. Okay, so let's look at this DF-21 Charlie and target Misawa. Let's target the runway with 8 DF-21 Charlies. Where's the taxiway? Let's target the taxiway with 8 DF-21 Charlies. And let's target the Yokota runway with 8 DF-21 Charlies. And let's target the Yokota taxiway with 8 DF-21 Charlies. And let's target the Iwakuni runway with 8 DF-21 Charlies. And the Iwakuni taxiway with 8 DF-21 Charlies. We don't have a lot of ballistic missiles to aim at these guys. So, actually, let's look at the red. It's being detected by the SIGINT from our satellites. Okay. And since the the Allies are out of anti-ballistic missiles, whole shebang isn't slowing down as much. Okay, And there's time, but we're not done yet. In fact, we're almost done with the scenario. So, Iwakuni has now been cratered in the runway. And it appears that Misawa has now been cratered. And Iwakuni is suffering now. Dakota has been cratered. So, let's wait for these last DF-21 Charlies to impact and go for the money shot. Oh yeah, the Reagan. Okay, so let's go to these DF-21 Deltas, tell them to come to a stop, and also select these DF-21 Deltas, attack the Reagan group, and it looks like we already have a good targeting selection. Let's not fire this like the Reagan. And we're firing the DF-21s. These guys are firing. Let's tell these guys to come to a stop. So they fire. And the anti-ship ballistic missiles are now headed towards the Reagan. Okay. These anti-ship ballistic missiles are moving in, about to impact the Reagan. It appears that the Reagan group is firing at them. Okay, so the ballistic missiles are activating their radars. They're getting intercepted, but it's not real. Appears that I've won by sinking the Reagan, but let's continue to see until these DF-21 Deltas hit. I've not just sunk the Reagan, I've also sunk the Shiloh. Okay, the rest of the DF-21 Deltas are moving in. Okay, so the Barry and the Mustang have also been sunk. So, I think that's a good place to end the scenario. Triumph. 2,590 points. America lost a lot of shit, whereas I didn't lose anything. So, yeah, I think I've got this whole war thing settled all out. I mean, you sink a bunch of major U.S. ships in a surprise attack, and they decide to leave you alone, right? That's how it works, right? Right?
So here's to you fighter pilots, victors of the war, that got us all this real estate that's backed up to the shore. And now China's just a word that you read in history, 'cause I'm the motherfucker who started World War III.
Yeah, about that. So, stay tuned, fellow commanders, for when the Chinese have to deal with the consequences of their actions. This is Everrag, signing off.